a kind of love that feels like sunlight, warm, generous, honest. The kind of love that sees the soul, not the performance. But here's the truth no one teaches us. The deeper you love, the easier it is to lose yourself. Not because your love is wrong, but because the world has trained you to abandon yourself first. So if you've ever given too much, shrunk your voice, ignored your boundaries, or held on to someone long after they stopped holding you, this is for you. Keep watching, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to love deeply without losing your power. Some people love lightly, half in, half out, convenient, conditional, here when it suits them. But some souls, your soul, loves in full color. You don't graze, you pour. When you love someone, you see their potential, you see their wounds, you see their heart beneath their armor. You love them in ways they've never been loved before. You bring loyalty, empathy, softness, and devotion. You love like it matters. But here is the shadow side of that kind of love. The deeper your heart goes, the faster your boundaries disappear. Why? Because nobody ever told you. Love and self-sacrifice are not the same thing. They trained you to believe that. Saying no is selfish. Having needs is a burden. Asking for respect is demanding. Leaving is failure. And breaking is weakness. But the truth. Love without boundaries is self-abandonment wearing a pretty mask. And self-abandonment is the fastest way to lose your power. There are 4 main ways people lose themselves in relationships. And if you've ever done any of these, you're not broken. You're human. Shrinking your voice. You stop expressing your needs because you don't want to be too much. You stop sharing your feelings because you don't want to be too much. You silence yourself to keep the peace. But here's the truth. Peace built on your silence isn't peace, it's self-erasure. 2. Overgiving. You carry the emotional weight. You support their dreams. You fix their problems. You forgive what you shouldn't. You stay longer than you should. Why? Because love makes you generous. But generosity without boundaries pulls you into emotional debt. You cannot carry the relationship on your back alone. 3. Accepting disrespect. Someone with low self-worth will tolerate emotional neglect, dishonesty, manipulation, coldness, inconsistency, and even cheating just because they fear being alone. But if someone only stays because you abandon yourself, then you're not loved. You're used. You deserve a love that doesn't ask you to disappear. 4. Mistaking intensity for intimacy. The highs, the lows, the rushing back, the emotional chaos. It feels like passion. It feels like connection. It feels like love. But real love is not chaos. Real love is not a wound that keeps reopening. Real love is clarity, not confusion. You don't lose yourself in love because you're weak. You lose yourself in love because you were never taught to value yourself. Your childhood taught you to perform for love, to earn affection by being good, being quiet, being useful, being agreeable, being strong, being selfless. So when you grow up and enter relationships, you keep doing the same thing. You trade your worth for closeness. You trade your boundaries for attention. You trade your peace for connection. But listen closely. If love requires you to abandon yourself, it isn't love. It's conditioning. And you can unlearn it. There's a truth that every deep lover must learn if they want to keep their power. You can love someone with your whole heart without making them the owner of it. Your love is a gift, not a surrender. You can love deeply, but still have boundaries. Love fully, but still walk away from disrespect. Love intensely, but still refuse to shrink. Love honestly, but never allow yourself to be treated as second best. Deep love requires deep self-respect. You can't pour from a self you've abandoned. There comes a moment, maybe you've felt it, when the body wakes up before the mind does. A moment when your chest tightens, your stomach drops, your energy sinks, your voice shakes, something feels off, but you stay anyway. This is the moment most people lose their power. This is the moment where self-love calls and fear answers. But here's the revelation. Your body never lies. Your soul never lies. Your intuition never lies. The part of you that feels afraid to walk away is the child version of you. The part of you that knows you must is the woman you're becoming. For if you've ever accepted crumbs, forgiven betrayal, begged for effort, tolerated disrespect, been scared to speak your truth, or hoped they would change, listen carefully. You were not silly. You were not weak. You were not blind. You were loving someone from the unhealed part of you that didn't yet know your worth. And now you do. Your past self protected you in the only way they knew how. Your present self can choose differently. Stay with me as we dive into how to keep your power while loving deeply. Here are the 5 practices that will change everything. 1. Don't abandon yourself first. Before you compromise, ask yourself, if I say yes to this, am I saying no to myself? If the answer is yes, you already know what to do. 2. Match energy. Don't compensate for it. If someone doesn't call, doesn't try, doesn't show effort, doesn't invest, doesn't respect your needs, doesn't heal their behavior, don't fill in the gaps. Don't raise your effort to meet their lack. Match energy or walk. The right person won't make you question your worth. 3. Speak your truth early. Your needs are not too much. Your boundaries are not dramatic. Your feelings are not a burden. Say what you mean without shrinking your voice to keep the connection alive. If the truth costs you the relationship was the lie. 4. Refuse to compete with someone's wounds. You cannot heal someone who enjoys their wound. You cannot save someone who isn't choosing themselves. Your love should be received, not drained. 5. Love them fully, but love yourself first. This is the golden rule. You can love someone with everything you are and still refuse to lose yourself. Self-love is not a wall. It's the foundation that makes real love possible. People in low self-worth allow cheating, not because they don't see it, but because the fear of being alone is louder than the fear of being hurt. But here's the truth. Cheating is not a mistake, it is a decision. And accepting betrayal does not make you loyal. It makes you wounded. You deserve someone who is loyal, both in the room and outside of it. Someone who doesn't flirt with the idea of losing you. Someone who sees your heart as the safest place in the world. Loving deeply should not require tolerating pain. Picture her, the version of you who loves with softness, but speaks with clarity, gives deeply, but never from emptiness, cares fiercely, but never from desperation, chooses connection, but never at the cost of herself. She is not cold. She is not detached. She is not guarded. She is present, powerful, open, and whole. She loves like a woman who knows her worth, and she keeps her power because she finally realized loving someone should never require losing yourself. If this video found you today, it's not an accident. Somewhere inside you, your soul is whispering, I want to love deeply, but I don't want to lose myself anymore. And that is your turning point. You do not have to choose between love and power. The right person will meet your honesty with their own. They will match your effort with presence. They will hold your heart with care, not convenience. But until that person comes, you must become the one who does not abandon herself. Because when you love deeply and keep your power, you rise into the version of you that your younger self never believed was possible. And that beautiful soul is where your story changes. Please like and subscribe, as it helped the algorithm push this video out to the people who need it. Please leave a comment of where in the world you're watching from. I love to know. As always, this has been Valkyrie. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, take care of yourself and others.